Hey people, welcome back. So this week, kind of more of the same. Didn't really do too good on my workout goals this week. But I mean, I kind of had the excuse that I was doing all the child care this week. My girl's out of town and I didn't want her to take the kid with her on the plane. You know, all these fucking planes crashing and shit. So we just weren't feeling that. So I don't really have a babysitter much. So that was that. But on the bright side, a lot less depressed. Depression hasn't really been beating me up too much. Just not really doing all the right things is all. Talking to people, that's going to be a fucking task. I don't know how far I'll ever get on that one. Because you can't just change your personality like that. Like, who you are is who you are. You can't just have a full change without some serious fucking work, really dedication and non-stop action to make some changes happen. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to accomplish that. It just seems like it's not in the cards for me. But I'm going to take it a day at a time. I'm just going to slowly go at this. Like, obviously, you're an introvert. You're not going to not be an introvert. Like, how the hell are you going to pull that one off? But if I could just get slightly more comfortable with being in my skin and being around people, that's really all the goal is. If I can just get 5% better, I'll take it. I'll take what I can. You know, I'm not trying to completely reinvent myself and be some awesome, cool, popular person, you know. I just want to feel a little bit better. I'm not asking much here. Still not talking to those coworkers. You know, sometimes it feels like maybe it'd be better if, how do I fix this shit? Maybe it'd be better if I just got a different job and tried to change who I am, but not yet. Not at that level. I got great benefits. I'm not trying to leave this place just yet. So just gotta kind of push forward, keep going day by day. We'll see how this year turns out. Still early. But as far as my bullshit stories, I think last time talking about elementary school, things like that. I've always been a quiet kid. That's who I was. I was quiet. I was an introvert. I was very shy, well-mannered, behaved. Never really got in trouble. Did anything bad until I started fucking around with my major friend group. But even as a shy kid, I still managed to make some friends. I was in and out of about 5 different school districts, from kindergarten to high school. And I always managed to make 2 or 3 friends at each place I was at. And then those friends would introduce me to people. And, I had some friends here and there. Got picked on here and there. That's some weird shit. You know how you can be picked on as a kid and remember that shit for the rest of your goddamn life? So weird. Like, I can barely remember what the fuck I ate yesterday or anything about my past. But goddamn if I can't remember being bullied. Some fucking kid pushing me, kicking me, pulling on my ears because I got big ass ears. It's wild. What will stick with you? What's a core memory? And people just live a rent-free in your head forever. What's something I was gonna say? Let's head back this way. One early memory I had, fucking Pokemon. Pokemon was a big thing when I was growing up. I mean, I'm a little on the older side, so Pokemon came out when I was a little kid. And I got these Pokemon cards. Me and that fucker Jesse, we went out. We each got some Pokemon cards. and I opened up 2 packs, and there was a fucking Charizard in each of them. Oh, it was goddamn glorious. And he wanted one. Told him, hell no, these are mine. These are mine. But down the line, I was showing them off to our group of friends, and this little cocksucker, this other little cocksucker, Chad, who wasn't a Chad, he was just a little fucking criminal. That son of a bitch, he stole one from me. He stole one from me, and I knew he did. And I didn't catch on to this till he was like pretty far gone. So I chased him. I chased all the way after him. And then me, being the little soft kid I was, I confronted him. I told him to give me back my card. And he says he doesn't have it. And he's like, you can go ahead, man. Just search me. You can search me. But I don't know. Maybe I was just a pussy. I'm very gullible. I was very gullible. So I was just kind of cried and left and figured it was gone. And then I went back home, and Jesse was there. He was at the time a really good friend. You know, he ran. Fuck, he had to go farther than I had to run, because I came back, ran all the way out there, got my card back from him. You know, before any of that fucking gay shit he was thrusted on me, he was a really good friend, and he was like one of the popular kids. So I know it was kind of corny to say, you know, you're in 3rd grade, the popular kids. But since I was at that school for probably half of my schooling time, you see how people develop, and you know which cliques are which cliques. And so I was in with the popular kids. Like, I was ancillary, I don't know what the fuck the word would be. Like, I was in the background of them, you know. I was just the tag along, because I didn't get on too well with the other guys. But I was in that little popular group. Got to go to hang out with them, hang out with the girls that they were hanging out with, all that good stuff. Maybe that was part of the reason I didn't want to fucking lose the guy, because life seemed cool, you know. If I'm a quiet loser, but I'm hanging out with all the popular kids, that's a pretty nice deal. I was kind of smart as a kid too. I always did well in school. I always got straight A's with minimal effort. Things just kind of came to me pretty easy, to the point where, you know, when I changed school districts to go to that school, entering 3rd grade, I tested out of it. Like, I could have started in 4th, but my mother, she wanted to keep me there. So that probably was a bad idea. Kind of stunted my growth, in that I could have tried to accelerate and not be with all the groups of people that I ended up with. Because, boy, I just traded a molester for a drug group. Yeah, but mostly, I don't know. Those middle school years were pretty chill. There wasn't really much going on. Let me see fucking here. I had to write some little topics down, because I don't know what to talk about. I put this camera on in front of me, and it's like, again, just saying like as I would in front of another person. My brain just goes blank. What the fuck am I doing? What am I going to talk about here? I've always kind of been a little on the coward side. Not very brave, but I still try to be a man of honor. So my sister, she was friends with someone right around the corner from our house, and she had a older brother. That older brother was kind of a dick. I mean, he was like a year younger than me, but much bigger. You know, he easily had 30-40 pounds on me. And just on two occasions, he either picked on my sister or pushed her, or did, something fucking small. And she would come running home crying, and she would tell me about it. And I went out there on 2 occasions. And I faced that kid. Don't you fuck with my sister, man. And he beat me up twice. It's little kid fights, because what are we talking here? 4th and 5th grade, 5th and 6th grade, little kids. you know, I threw a couple weak punches, a couple weak kicks, and then he would hit me hard a few times and push me to the ground, and kind of just called it at that. But yeah, you know, it's just weird. You'd let somebody like get over on you, but I wouldn't let no shit happen to my family. Like, I did my best to protect people's honor that I cared for. But otherwise, you know, those are pretty chill times. Chill times until the touching start. That is when I moved on over into another group of friends, probably, you know, like 7th grade or so, with this guy. We'll just call him D. D became a really good friend of mine. And I was always a guy, again, I'm fucking kind of stupid, kind of gullible. I remember in probably like 3rd grade, we met for the first time, and he told me he got cut really bad, and he couldn't get to the doctors, and they had to do a blood transfusion on him of snake blood. And you know, I was just eating that shit up as a little kid. Oh man, yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man. You got a little snake blood in you? Right on. Right on. But you know, as I wanted to drift away from Jesse's group, I started getting in more and more with D. And D became my best friend, and we hung out every single day. He lived like a mile and a half from the house, and I would just walk over there every single day. So I had plenty of good exercise growing up. You know, we would always play video games or just run around the neighborhood. And things were good. Things were good, man. You forget like how awesome your youth can be. You grow up and everything kind of sucks. Because, I mean, depression didn't even really start taking me till about 13, 14, you know. Hanging out with those kids, that was a beautiful time. And then to see what all of our lives ended up turning into, pretty wild. Most of those popular kids from our school, they didn't end up being shit either. Kind of went to a low class white trash school. That's and most people ended up kind of living trashy lives if they stayed around. You know, the ones that succeeded, they got the fuck out of here. But if I still catch you in our old neighborhood, yeah, things probably didn't turn out too well for you. Yeah, so since that's, I'm just gonna do little segments by segments. So yeah, middle school, not too bad, pretty chill. Ended up hooking up with D's group and met a lot of good friends in their neighborhood. Several different people that went to different school districts. So I had a bunch of friends that didn't go to my school, new variety of people. And we had good times. And then we started getting heavy into drugs and alcohol. And life was extra fun then. It didn't matter if I was depressed. We had a good fucking time. I started drinking at the age of 13. And we would get drunk every single weekend, Friday, Saturday. Hard liquor all the time. And then age 14, that's when I started smoking weed. And from there, smoking weed every single fucking day. Almost with no breaks in there. Literally every fucking day. And I think that's what really dumbed me up a lot. Because that's kind of a young age to become a fucking stoner burnout and be getting drunk every weekend. But we'll talk more about those stories next time, because yeah, I'm bored with this, and I fucking got a babysitter, so I can't waste too much of her time. I gotta get to the gym. So yeah, thanks for paying attention to this nonsense. And you know, y'all can leave a comment if you manage to make it this far. I think I checked the analytics once, and most people are only making it to like 2 minutes. And Lord knows, I don't blame you. This is boring shit. I still don't really know why I'm doing this. But yeah, just leave a comment, man. I don't give a fuck what you say. Talk shit. Offer encouragement. Give me a suggestion on how you might have done something different in your life and what you think an old ass person can do to improve their life. Or let me know that it's not possible and that I'm fucked. Because I do love my black pill content. You know, I am very, very much in tune with how impossible this task is. But fuck it, man. I don't think I'm in a bad situation as some people. No. Like, I might have that black pill mentality, and some people with, you know, the incel mindset, whatever. I'm at least not too far gone. Not too far gone. My genetics weren't the worst. You know, I'm probably like a 4.5, maybe a 5, you know. I managed to pull a couple ladies in my day. I've had a friend or two. So I think at the very least, I'm salvageable. I think I can just be better than I am today. That's all I'm after, man. Just enough that, like, my kid is not gonna look down on me, and that, you know, when the day comes that she's old enough that she doesn't want nothing to do with me, I want to be set to where it's not like, fuck, I'm back to nothing because all I had was my daughter. And hopefully another child, because I definitely want to get a second one in my girl. But yeah, I will talk to myself another time. Take care.